So I low-key just bought a 350Z. Got the key right here. No, we were test driving and he threw a U-turn and we like drifted and stuff. So it's built for drifting. We have a hydro, different differential, like welded diff, and I don't even know, wide body kit. This Japanese drift wrap, it's so dirty. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's so dirty. As well as some 8-on wheels, I believe, and I don't know. So the thing is with this car is the clutch is so different compared to my other car. Also, this car is really small, but the clutch is so different compared to my other car because it's almost like you have to push it in all the way and then almost let your foot off completely, and then you can actually like find the grab point. But like, so we're just gonna go to a neighborhood. I'm gonna try to figure this out because I have to drive an hour back, and I gotta figure this shit out. So it's weird because the clutch, it's almost like you're taking your entire foot off, and then it's weird. I'll try to show you right here. But other than that, this car feels stupendous, amazeballs. But yeah, like into first, it's like, it's weird. I'm learning though. I'm definitely learning. But this thing, I can feel the power. Show this. There's an aftermarket head unit. Like, other than the fact of the clutch, this thing is flawless. I love it so much. This thing is so sick. It's got a short shifter. It's got wide body kit. It's a coupe. Like, I haven't had a coupe since the Miata that was on the channel. Well, I mean, I've had two, but dude, this thing is so sick. I've wanted a 350Z and a 370Z for I couldn't even tell you how long, but I'm loving this thing. It's sick. Like, little pool. Oh, we're going out of the neighborhood. I guess we're getting to the real biz now. First impressions, we're on the highway, and this thing is quick. That's the first thing that I'm gonna start out with. This shit is quick as hell. And the alignment's great, unlike the Subaru, because I lowered it more, and now it's all thrown off and whatever. But we're gonna get gas, we're gonna see if we get any looks, because it is that super pretty wrapped shit. But so far, I'm loving it. We got about 30 minutes till home. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do after that, but we might whip it to a parking lot and see if we can spin, because I have already seen this thing spin when he was giving it to me. Because I was like, at least just throw one. Like, why not? I mean, you're giving it away. He was like, okay.
Just like tell me, oh shit, okay.
Also, the blind spots doesn't work. You can't. It doesn't work. First things first, we gotta fix the little imperfections. The actual piece for that's on the ground now. And along with, we need a front bumper because it's only running a bash bar right now, which is fine. He also gave me all these little tingly-dingle dingles.
This one's my favorite.
But I have wanted a 350Z or a 370Z for as long as I could possibly remember. The 350 was a lot more because it came out before the 370, but it's insane to drive one. The horn works. It has a hella good shift knob. I want to get this one for the Subaru. Alright, we're at the gas station. Ooh. See how she's doing after the highway. So pretty. So damn pretty. The wide body is so impressive, dude. God. And I gotta figure out how to like. Alrighty, so it's the next day. I was just at work all day, just thinking about how I don't have a front bumper. She's still sitting pretty and such, and I just can't stand it without a front bumper. So we're going to pick up a front bumper right now. I was gonna order one online, but I can't wait. So I'm picking it up from this guy that I know, and we're gonna put it on. Though regardless, even though we didn't have a front bumper all day, I'll actually just hop in the whip real quick. Even though we didn't have a front bumper all day, still got over 20 people coming into my work going, whose car is that outside? So we're going crazy, but we're gonna head there, pick up the bumper, put it on. I do have to spray it because I am not putting some random black Duraflex bumper on a car that's fully wrapped blue and pink. So I ended up getting here way earlier than he did. He told me that he got caught up in traffic. Well, I mean, he's coming from like a really big city. So I mean, to be expected, but we're at the Quick Trip, waiting, up in the Z. No, not today. But yeah, no, he says that he's gonna be here like 7:30, but the original meets, or 7:40, but like the original meet spot was supposed to be like 7:20. But what can you do with traffic? Not a lot. All right, so update, I didn't end up getting the bumper because it wasn't fitting considering these. And from what I can see on this side, there was a little hole right here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little hole right here. But the fact that it comes out like this and like this, the stock bumper will actually come up and it connects almost right next to this part on the headlight. But the thing is that I had to say no because like I wanted it so bad, but it wasn't gonna fit. Like I would have had to cut it, or I would have had to cut the fenders, and that's just like that's a no-go for me. So I really got to figure out what was on here before so I can actually get like exact measurements as well as being able to put on a bumper again. But for now, so dusty. Didn't know what else to do, so we popped out at the meet, you know, a celebratory of being sad and getting the bumper. We saw a friend, so we're gonna go try to meet up with them. But the Z is posted next to the Miata. I miss my Miatas. I actually like the first one a lot better because the second one, most of the time, didn't even work, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. Okay, it is now the next day, and I actually just got back from driving in some really bad weather, and we just came home with this. I do have to paint match it, but as you can see here, oh, okay, so there's a crazy story behind this. Essentially, this was like a $500, no, actually it was like an $800 bumper where it was imported from someplace in Tokyo, some bodywork shop, and he gave it to me for like 300 bucks. 300 bucks is crazy for such an insane bumper, but I mean, I gotta get it wrapped, as well as we're just gonna kind of test fit it right now. None of the screws are actually in there currently, so I just have to like screw a bunch of tapers in, and we're gonna test fit it and see how it looks. But I'm super excited because as of right now, this look for me is a no-go. You see, a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, drift missile, blah blah. Personally, cars with no bumpers, I am not a fan of it. The bumper is on. It's just a test fit currently. Nothing's actually drilled through or screwed in yet. Now, I took my actual wide body flares off, as you can see right there, but the only problem here, you can take it off, bro. So the only problem that I'm having right now is, I don't know if you can see, but right here, it's far too down. I'd either have to raise it or I'd have to actually cut it. And when I was putting this on, when I put it back on, I kind of just trace with my finger right here, and it'll line up perfectly with the fenders. Very rough, but I am sanding it down to meet this line, just kind of trying to get what was right here, just kind of off in general so I can start the sanding. I am using a Dremel. I tried the blade. I'm a lot more comfortable with this actually. But, so once we can actually get these pretty close to where this tape is and sanded down on each side, I want to put it back on. So we actually have our fenders off right now. I want to see if they will line up with, I'm not sure if you can see this, but kind of in around there. How this process starts, where you kind of tape off where. Luckily for me, this car already kind of has the holes on where it is, but the only difficult part is under here, finding exactly where that's gonna go. We have the hardware, but now we're just kind of playing a guessing game where we are hoping and praying that everything is gonna add up and be okay in this process. Of course it'll be fine, but I'm quite the perfectionist, so I'd like to have everything as good as I possibly can get it, with no seams or anything like that, just kind of have it on point. As she sits currently, I did forget to record when I was kind of bolting everything in and making the holes, but everything is mounted correctly. Come over here. This does stick up a little bit, so I will need to fix that. But she is looking really, really good. So much better than without a bumper. But now we just have to paint match and we'll be on our way.